me turn on the light. That's a little bit too dark. So we opted for an early retirement, and almost 5 years now since we retired. And here's the progress report. When I first, my wife applied for her Social Security here in America when she was 63 years old, and and that's it. She got her Social Security, then applied for her 401k, and since it was small, she was only getting like there were options. Forever one would only be about $100, $110 forever for her, and we opted for the 5 years one. The 5 years was $400, over $400 a month, and it's almost gone. Now, in my case, I have my Social Security. I applied when I was 62 at that time, not even 62. And I applied also for my uh, employer uh, uh, pension, which was bankrupt. So it was taken over by the trustee, and I'm getting money from that. Not a lot, but I can go by with that. Good enough for food for a month or something like that. And then I had 401k. I cashed out. It's like my wife, and it's almost done. Then I have a union pension, which is very good, and Social Security all came in about a year after I retired. So, in a sense, what is left with us right now, finances wise, would be the two Social Security pensions and the last of our 401ks. And I have my employer pension, which is not much, social and the union pension, which is help. So income wise, we're pretty much okay. The house is still on what we call it, a mortgage, and the good thing is that from almost 10 years ago when we bought the house, that for no, no, 2016 when we bought the house, up to now it doubled the price. So we're getting money out of this. We sell it right now, we would have a profit of about minus all the stuff that's spilled, this and that commissions from the actual. We would have a profit after all the mortgages paid for and all that. We would have a profit of 218,000, which is good enough, I guess. We can live with that forever in our case. If we move to another country, we would be able to save that much money. Okay, regarding the finances, we're okay. Uh, we're healthy with that. How about the Medicare, which is vital because we both have medical conditions. I have diabetes. My wife has high blood pressure, and we take medications. And right now, we have to take the medical advantage or Part C. We have the A and B, which is Medicare, and C is Advantage. So from our pension, Social Security, they minus like 176 or 75 or something like that, and that's out of our Social Security every month for Medicare for Part C, wherein it covers for a lot of the other things like medications and I don't know. I didn't read everything that's in there, but right now we're not paying for anything except for the 170 something worth of the medical insurance from our Social Security. So we have that. We have a roof over our head. We just renovated the whole thing, and then because we had a damage to our house, and it was a long fight with the insurance company. Be very careful with insurance. If you go for an insurance company, make sure your insurance company will cover everything. Read everything that's in that policy because it was terrible. It was a back and forth. It was like our insurance, State Farm, didn't want to pay for it. And I fight for it all the way. It took us about a year to settle everything. Okay, that's a food and everything. Uh, Food, yes, we're okay. Yes, and everything else seems to be fine except for one thing. This place that we're living in right now is getting very hot. So hot that you know your bill for electricity is three times the amount that you're paying for any normal. The air conditioning is running 24/7. Because without that, the heat outside is 107 on average, 105, and inside will be about 110 degrees if you don't uh, use your air conditioning. And the other thing is that prices of everything has come up tremendously. I noticed that maybe just 2 years ago, uh, before COVID-19, we were paying for our average monthly groceries for about 280 to about 250, 280, and now it's 350, and even that 350 is not enough to cover everything. And for that, we have to tighten a little bit of things like going out and having to dine in restaurants outside. And that's the other thing. Heat is so tremendous, and we are thinking, really thinking of moving to another country. I have a place in America paid for. The condominium is paid for. The house is paid for, and we have apartments. Not us, but my family. We have an apartment that we rented out to, and I think I actually have a vehicle, a van in there. It's not being used. The refrigerator, air conditioning, everything in there. And if we live in it, we would most probably be saving a lot of our pension money. However, the thing is, as I said, we rely on Medicare in America to do our medical medical needs. Like if we go to the doctor here, we don't have any co-pays. We just get laboratories, the laboratory examinations are free. Eye exam. What else? We have at least everything. If we don't have a car and we have an appointment to go to the doctor or to the laboratory for our lab exam, we have that. But if we go to another country, our medical insurance, will not carry over to that country. So, say for example, if I have to go to the Philippines, I have to pay for my own medications and all that. The price I pay for my copay payments, or if I have to use the 174 or whatever, and use it for my medications and the equipment, that's more than enough for all of my medications. And some, however, some of the medications that I take in here are not available in that country, the Philippines. That's the thing. But I'll be, I'll be I've actually been saving a lot of money for the Philippines. However, as I said, I'm not quite sure about medical expenses in there if I go to a hospital. Because in here, at least I'll be covered by Medicare. And I'll be paying, I don't know how much is it, co-payments. I'm not quite sure. But if I go to the Philippines without any insurance, what would happen to our I still have to do food wise. The place we're going to stay in the Philippines is free because, as I said, it's ours. It's ancestral house. Actually, there's another building at the top of the main house in front, and that building in the front, at the back, is where my like from the unit is, is situated. It has basically a minute. It's like bedroom, studio type, living room, which is also near the kitchen and dining room and a toilet, conditioned and tiled and whatever amenities I have in here. It's also available in the house. As I said, we also have mode of transportation. We have a car. We can afford to have two maids in that actually a maid, driver and a maid. So we can have that and we can travel anywhere in the Philippines because we can. And we, as I said, we don't rent, we don't pay anything in that house. Unlike here, I have to pay for the house. In the Philippines, we don't pay for any room or any. All I'm going to worry about is electricity, water, realty taxes at the end of the year. And it's so minor compared to what I have in here. I pay a lot of money for taxes. We own these houses that owned by the bank, this company. Unlike in the Philippines, that is our house. We don't pay for anything. And as I said, the only thing that's worrying me about is my medical insurance, which will not be covered by Medicare if you go over the other. Since, by the way, since we are senior citizens in the Philippines. We, uh, we applied for dual health. And I was told that if we go to hospital, we can use that, and that would cover about 37,000 cases of all the medical expenses we have incur over there. And it's, that's expensive, medical thing. Because I remember my mom when she was alive, we had a hospital stay. It was something like $10,000 or $15,000 cash. If there's no medical insurance in there, as I said, or even if there is medical insurance in there, it's not sufficient enough to cover everything that you need. And I don't know, but it's better to live in here or better to live in there. My point is, wherever you're comfortable with living, should stay there. But now we complain here and now, the heat is terrible. We, even right now, my air conditioning is 24/7. It's running almost 24/7. And food wise, we have everything. Food in here is not that fresh. Always available, always uh, non fresh or processed food, I should say. Excuse me. I really like processed food. But if you had lived in the Philippines, there would be about 90% of fresh food, and it's still worse. I seem to think that wherever you are comfortable with, you should stay in that place. If you are happier in one place, stay in that place. It's that's the only way where you can assess your health, your future, your health, your finances, your well-being. Because right now, whatever we do in here costs us a lot of money, which we can barely afford if we go to Philippines. Everything we can afford, everything we will be able to afford. In here, we have a limited afford. Of course, you can we have two cars here. We have to pay gas and insurance and repairs. We have a nice house, but as I said, it's still not ours. And tired of paying for it. We sell this and take all the money to the Philippines. I can start a business, fairly good business, but I'm getting old. I don't want to actually be mired with all the problems that comes with owning a business. I can live and afford well in the Philippines if we rely on whatever we are getting right now in our pensions. But I've always been thinking that Social Security, medical insurance over in the Philippines is not really good. By the way, right now we have a bank account in the Philippines and it is funded, well funded. It's about almost a million pesos, not dollars, million pesos, which is $20,000. So we have a starting point in this. If we sell this house and move over to the Philippines, we have to be prepared for the medical expenses. And it's a hit and miss for medical expertise, and there are some medical expertise that are experts in that they do real medicine. And there are also dumbass doctors as well. So it's a hit and miss. Should you come back here for medical attention every year? I don't know. There will be some research in that. Right now, I'm beginning to think that it would be better if I go back. My partner not keen on moving to the Philippines. She grew up in here. She grew up in here. She went to school in here. She graduated in all her friends and family. She really don't have any family given me. But I still feel that I spent, I'm already 66, almost 66. This October I'll be 66. I spent about 30 years in the Philippines, but I have spent more years in here than in the me. I don't know. I keep my I keep my options open right now. After retiring for the past 4 or 5 years in here, I don't know. I don't know. I can see myself in the next few years moving around a little bit. Feeling that would be a lot better if I moved a little bit. Yes, I see. Some things that I've been looking forward to is uh, even if I have been living here more over half of my life, I still believe that I enjoy more the place where it's not very hot. I mean, this one is terrible heat. You can't stay outside and survive the heat. don't know. As I said, my only concern right now is the medical portion of my life. Pension wise, we will afford anywhere in here or in the Philippines or anywhere else. But since my medical insurance, Medicare will not extend or go over the ocean and cover me wherever I go in the world, then that becomes a problem. See, if I don't have a benefit in the first place, then I really don't care. I can go back. So benefit, medical, the Medicare benefit is in here. I really don't have a choice to stay here because it can be very expensive to go to another country, Japan, for example, in particular Vietnam, and be in that country and you don't have Medicare in there, or you have no medical insurance in there. Something happens to you, so to pay for it your own, and that would be very, very expensive. I guess it's not easy. Hmm. Okay. To end this show and wish me well and God bless everybody. I hope that retirement for you folks who are not retired yet would be a breeze. So the important thing is a roof over your head, money for medical expenses or unforeseen events, food, and other insurances, and living a life that's productive even in your retirement. Yes, that's what the secret is to be happy wherever you are at, whatever retirement status you are in. It's more important than anything else. We'll see. We'll see.